Thank you for joining me as I share with you how to create a real-looking fake bouquet. Begin by collecting your supplies. For this project, you'll need scissors, wire cutters, floral wire, and floral tape. I'll begin by introducing the flowers, all of which I purchased on afloral.com. This is a great place to find reasonably priced fake flowers. The purple eggplant silk mum flower, some ranunculus, the English cabbage rose, peony flowers, a dusty eggplant fake rose, perfume rose spray, a hydrangea, and artificial status flowers.
As you can see, I chose a wide variety of flowers with various textures. This will help add depth to the bouquet. You'll also want to pick out some greenery to mix in with your bouquet. I have some eucalyptus leaves and a wild raspberry bush that I'll be including in mine, along with some succulents.
Since these ranunculus are attached at a various height, I'm going to use the wire cutters to trim off the shorter ones from the stem and attach them at the same level with the rest of the bouquet. Clip some of the floral wire off to attach the ranunculus to the purple flower. You can snip the leaf off if it gets in the way. Otherwise, you're going to wrap the floral wire around the stems until it feels secure. At this point, you can trim the excess floral wire. If there is not excess, just tuck the wire between the stems to avoid being poked. Another great thing about using fake flowers is that you can bend the stems, allowing you to shape the flowers in a way you don't have to worry about breaking off the stems. The rose is going to be the focal point of my bouquet, and I'm going to have the hydrangea form around the rose to draw attention to the rose and make it stand out. Throughout designing a bouquet, you're going to want to alternate between the dark and light colors being next to each other to make the flowers really pop. I'm going to add the darker purple flower next to the hydrangea because the hydrangea is the lighter color, and I will add the same to the other side to add symmetry to the bouquet. Next, I will add the pink rose spray around the rose to frame it, adding a contrasting color to make the rose pop even more. A nice bonus to this fake rose spray is that there are multiple stems allowing you to wrap it around the rose. This helps to make the bouquet look more full. As you can see, you will continue to add flowers to the bouquet until you reach your desired look. I am then going to add in the status flowers to give the bouquet a different texture. These flowers are very different and add more depth to the bouquet. I am then going to add eucalyptus. This greenery will add more depth to the bouquet as well. You would then want to wrap the greenery around the flowers to give the bouquet a more real look. I really wanted to incorporate succulents into my bouquet, so I'm going to add those in next. Unless your bouquet is going to be sitting on a table, I would recommend using the floral wire we used earlier to attach the succulent to another flower stem to keep it from moving. For the jade succulent, there are 3 separate stems, so I'm going to wrap that around the blush flower before adding it back to the bouquet. Finally, I will add the fake wild raspberry bushes to the bouquet. I will do this by separating the raspberries into 4 equal portions. Then you'll be able to form the 4 parts around the entire bouquet, allowing it to look like there are 4 different stems that are being added to the bouquet. This is really going to add volume to the bouquet, and you can work these wild raspberries into the flowers to make it look like they're coming out of the bouquet. We will finish up by attaching some floral wire, wrapping it tightly around the base of the flowers. From here, you can use your wire cutters to trim off any long stems that you have left. At this point, I'm going to also clip off the leaves from the flower branches because this is just going to add bulk to the stems as we wrap them up. Wrap a rubber band tightly around the center of the stems. This is going to hold everything in place while we finish wrapping up the stems. Once again, use the floral wire to wrap around the bottom of the stems. Once wrapped tightly together, Use the wire cutters to trim the floral wire. Lastly, grab the floral tape and wrap all the way from the bottom of the stems to the top near the base of the flowers. You may also decide to overlay the floral tape with lace or twine after this is finished. Once at the base of the flowers, wrap the floral tape around one of the branches of the flowers and tie it into a knot to keep it from coming undone. And now you have your finished product, a bouquet of fake flowers that looks real. Thanks for joining me.